next we're bringing you footage from a special competition between middle school teacher Nick Indeglio and student Mike McNabb.
The war to settle the score. A battle between two titans of sport. Middle school teacher Zero Gravity Nick Indeglio will battle his student, freight train Mike McNabb. A battle this huge requires a commissioner beyond reproach. For that role, it could only be educator/tormentor, middle school math legend Dave Simmons.
Today marks a monumental day in the Upper Merion area middle school. The third and perhaps final chapter will take place in the McNabb versus Indeglio saga. The stakes are set high this year. If Mike McNabb wins, he wins the right to become a student at the high school. But if Mr. Indeglio wins, then Mike McNabb must remain in the middle school forever. As a president and head referee of this race, I guarantee a fair contest. So now, enjoy the biggest race of all, the war to settle the score. Freight train Mike McNabb versus Zero Gravity Nick Indeglio.
While a ruckus crowd awaits the main event in the middle school gym, we take the opportunity to speak with our two combatants. In the tradition of good before evil, we asked ace reporter Tina Indeglio to talk to freight train McNabb.
How do you feel as the undefeated wheelchair champion?
I feel great.
You feel great? Do you think that you can beat Mr. I in a foot race?
I'll try my best.
You'll try your best? Okay. Why do you think that you're better than Mr. Indeglio?
Because I'm faster.
You're faster?
Yeah.
How badly do you want to go to high school?
Very badly.
Very badly.
3 years. 3 years of Mike McNabb in class. But that's not the worst part. The worst part has been this right here. 3 years I've been living in utter defeat. For 3 straight years, I've gone down in flames, losing to a student, no less. A teacher losing to a student. Things should never be that way. Take a look at the first year when all this started back in 2002. The wheelchair Mike was racing in, a sleek machine built for speed. And look what I've been racing in. The potty chair from 1962. Well, guess what? It didn't matter to me in 2002. I stepped up to the plate and I gave my best shot. But I guess my best just wasn't good enough. Because as I veered off to the right and smashed into a row of lockers, Mike sped on to victory. So then I couldn't rest there. I couldn't stop there. I challenged him again. And in 2003, with thousands of people lining the hallway, I raced to victory. I won that race, and no one can take that away from me. Just because somebody took some laundry cord, took some rope, and tied Mike's wheels together, that's no excuse. I still won the race. When the gun went off, I went tearing down the hallway as fast as I could in the potty chair. And Mike McNabb was stuck because there was rope tying his wheels together. I'll tell you this, I didn't tie those wheels together. I had nothing to do with it. But Mr. Simmons insisted that it wasn't fair. He insisted that we cut the cord and have a re-race, that Mike deserved a fair shot to win the race. So like the upstanding, moral teacher that I am, I allowed it. And what happened? Mike McNabb beat me again. For 3 years I've lived with this. I wake up at night sometimes screaming, seeing McNabb's chair in front of me. I can't eat, I can't sleep. Heck, it's May 19th and I'm wearing a winter coat. It's 85 degrees outside. There's something wrong with me mentally at this point. So I did the only thing that I could do. I challenged Mike to one more race. But this time, it's not just gonna be a wheelchair race. Oh no. First we'll have the wheelchair race, but then we're gonna get onto the bikes. And when we mount the bikes and I pedal forward, I'm gonna leave Mike McNabb way in my dust. He's going to lose. And then, if necessary, the third and final race, a foot race. How can Mike McNabb expect to beat me, the fastest man in Upper Merion. There's no way. It's not going to happen. This year I will win, and the stakes are set high. For all my pain and suffering, if I win, Mike McNabb stays in the middle school forever. But if he wins, and that's a big if, Mike McNabb can move on to the high school. Keep this in mind. It doesn't matter that I've lost for 2 years in a row. All that matters is that psychologically I'm smarter. Morally, ethically, I have no ethics. I have no morals. I'll do anything to win. And finally, I just want it more than Mike does. So everyone can chant Mike's name. Everyone can cheer for Mike McNabb, the A student, the honorable student. But it's not going to make a difference. Because today, the teachers take control of Upper Merion. Mr. Indeglio, zero gravity, will win the race today. And Mike McNabb? Let's just say this. He'll be spending a lot of time at the middle school.
Without further ado, we are proud to bring you the action from Indeglio McNabb 3, the war to settle the score. While the crowd awaited their hero, they were first introduced to zero gravity, Mr. Nick Indeglio. In front of a packed house, the competition would begin after the national anthem sung by 7th grade student Elena Camp. After warm-ups, we settle down to the first competition, event number 1, the wheelchair race. Zero gravity did not take the loss well, and it set up a do-or-die situation for him. The combatants prepared for the recumbent bike race. A win for Freight Train would end the war. A win by Indeglio would send us to the third and final battle. Shocking victory by zero gravity allowed him to gloat to an unappreciative crowd. McNabb would take the loss hard, but he knew the crowd was on his side as they showed their venom for his evil opponent. before the final battle, Zero Gravity had some more trash talking to do. This bravado was a challenge Zero Gravity would live to regret. Race President Dave Simmons was more than willing to oblige the request. To say the least, Zero Gravity was not thrilled. After the tantrum, President Simmons blindfolded Zero and turned him in the wrong direction. With that, we were in the blocks and ready for our final battle. Although not traditionally known for his sportsmanship, Zero Gravity Nick Indeglio was forced to admit defeat to the mighty freight train Mike McNabb. Mike was crowned the ultimate victor in the war to settle the score. With the score finally settled, Mike was greeted by friends and family alike. Going out as a conquering hero, Mike will leave Zero Gravity and the middle school behind as he heads for high school next year. But he does so as the final victor in the war to settle the score.
Finally, we bring you footage from the high school's Diversity Day.
Diversity Day 2004 was a huge success at Upper Merion Area High School. Students had the opportunity to showcase their own cultures, interests, and hobbies in a plethora of different mediums. A whirlwind of ethnic flavors, talents, artifacts, and information was presented, all for the purpose of becoming more aware of the different backgrounds and interests of our peers. Each grade began the day with an age-appropriate guest speaker touching on important issues. Ninth graders were educated on how to build proper sleep habits and the importance of a good night's rest. Sophomores learned ways to prevent sexually transmitted
Hello, sir. You here to return those pants?
No, these are my pants.
Oh, okay. How can I help you?